Welcome to Level Grind. I'm Tyler from 2-Hit Combo, and today on the show, we're reviewing Sony's new handheld, the PlayStation Vita. Now, the PS Vita is a pretty nice piece of hardware. It's lighter than the PSP, it's got 2 sticks, which is better than the PSP, it's got shoulder buttons. This thing has everything in it. Probably one of the best things about this device is the screen. The screen itself is larger than my iPhone, it's sharper than my iPhone, and it actually opens up a lot more gameplay experiences that you just haven't been able to play without having the 2 sticks on the handheld. One of the more interesting things about the unit is that it has a back touch screen as well. So for soccer games, as an example, if you picture the back as a net, you can actually pick which area you want your shot to go, which is kind of interesting. But with someone with gigantic hands like myself, it kept saying, your hands are touching the back, and it's almost impossible not to. The system itself will run you $250 for the basic unit, more if you want the unit that has 3G. It also comes with 2 cameras, one in the front, one in the back, for some of the new augmented reality where you're sort of pointing it at stuff and laying special cards down and things are happening. So kind of neat for the younger generation. Not a lot of good stuff in there for the adults for that side of things, but overall this is definitely designed for the teenager or above. Some of the games that are coming out for it, Katamari is a great game that I played with my family. The new Uncharted game, which feels a lot like Uncharted 1. It's a little clunky, but overall it shows just what this thing can do as far as its processing power. MLB The Show, number 12, a baseball game. Had a lot of fun with that as well. So the one thing I'll say about this, though, is that it comes with a proprietary memory card, which deep down is Sony's way of saying it's going to be very expensive, and it is. If you want a 32 gigabyte memory card, it's going to cost you upwards of $100, which added to its $250 price point can be a little pricey. Overall, I really like my PSP. I played it a lot more than I did the 3DS up front, mostly because I got some games that I enjoyed playing with it. You can sync up with your existing PlayStation 3, and there's a lot of interesting connectivity. And deep down, I think that that's going to be one of the major selling points over the next couple of years or so. You can actually use this as your PlayStation 3 controller for some games that are coming out in the future, and having your own private screen, especially if you're playing like a football game where you can run plays that you can see on your screen, but your other person you're playing with can't see them. So we haven't seen stuff like that since 1999 with the Sega Dreamcast, but that was easily one of the best things about the system, and it's finally good to see that they're coming back to something like that because I think it's interesting and cool. Sales for the PS Vita in Japan have been what the public would describe as lackluster. Actually, last year when the 3DS sold 70,000 units, they called that lackluster. So 10,000 units that the PS Vita sold last week in Japan is worse than lackluster. But when more games come out, more people start adopting the system, and then more games with the PS3 come out, including that connectivity, you're going to see a lot more room to grow there. So my review of the PlayStation Vita, I'm going to give it 4 thumbs up out of 5. Never done that before, but I think it warrants it. So the PlayStation Vita, it's in stores now. If you got money to burn, money in your pocket, or just a crazy person, go out and buy one. For Tyler, you just leveled up.